Hello, my name is Thorsten Funke from AMANA Consulting. I'm delighted that you're interested in the GlobalLeaseCenter, our solution for lease accounting. The new IFRS leasing standard that will be effective for annual periods beginning on or after 1st of January 2019 represents a fundamental change in lease accounting. It will not only affect your balance sheets, P&L and notes, but also your processes. The new standard requires lessees to recognize most lease contracts on their balance sheets, requiring an always up-to-date inventory of all contracts throughout the whole group. A tool such as Excel will no longer be sufficient in the future for managing, calculating and posting leasing contracts in accordance with the new international standard. With its GlobalLeaseCenter, AMANA Consulting has created a web-based, cloud-enabled application for lessees and lessors, which not only supports you in calculating and posting leasing contracts, it also provides support in managing contracts as well as reporting and controlling measures such as relating to buy or rent decisions. The process of lease accounting in the GlobalLeaseCenter includes the following steps: initial recognition, updating and monitoring of all lease contracts. Based on this information, all relevant calculations are performed automatically. The next step involves automatically drawing up posting records and generating reports, for example, for the notes to financial statements. This enables you to establish a highly automated and fast process. You determine the degree of automation, taking consideration of your requirements on data quality. So let's take a more detailed look at the GlobalLeaseCenter and the process. First of all contracts are imported. In practice, not all contracts will be available in a structured form, so manual recording is also possible. As a result, we now have all contracts, including the file attachments, available in the database, which can also be used for other purposes such as analyzing contracts. During the leasing contract terms, the GlobalLeaseCenter automatically considers all changes to your contract portfolio. The so-called delta logic ensures that only up-to-date contract data is considered for further processing. The system always calculates new contracts over the entire term, supplying you with data for detailed forecasts. Standardized validations examine the entire contract portfolio for consistent entries. As in the GlobalLeaseCenter as a whole, any corresponding comments, warnings and error messages are logged in detail. In addition, you have the possibility to conduct individual quality and consistency checks at any time. Incorporation in your internal control system and validation-dependent workflow steering is also possible in the GlobalLeaseCenter. In the next step, the tool classifies the contracts into operate lease or finance lease based on the data. Each contract item is attributed a business transaction stamp, indicating it as a new contract, an extension, retrospective termination, or a change in user, for example. The GlobalLeaseCenter then receives all of the relevant data of your entire lease portfolio. The history and contract modifications is also logged, providing you with full transparency of all leases throughout the group. On the basis of this information, all data can be calculated, which is required for lease accounting and reporting. You can choose whether this is to be carried out daily, monthly or quarterly. Together with you, we will draw up the so-called transaction plans during the implementation. These reflect your individual posting logic and specify the accounts to which the GlobalLeaseCenter will post a lease posting and how a contract extension or termination will be processed in your accounts. Based on the business transaction ID, the system then generates the exact journal entries for all leasing contracts and draws up the requisite details for the notes. Posting sessions can be processed entirely automatically in your system. This also applies for asset postings. All GlobalLeaseCenter data is extractable. Standard reports or individual queries in a wide variety of output formats provide full transparency of your lease accounting. Furthermore, you can swiftly and easily draw up forecast simulations or use the data as a basis for purchase or sales analyses. The evaluation possibilities are comprehensive. The new IFRS leasing standard will have a considerable influence on your accounting process. With the GlobalLeaseCenter, AMANA offers you a lease accounting tool with a track record that is in use at a number of companies that manage the entire process, from the initial recognition of a lease through calculation to analysis, regardless of whether you need to manage 200 or 200,000 leasing contracts. If you wish to find out more about the GlobalLeaseCenter, we'd be delighted to present all of its features in detail. Talk to us. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.